Some vehicles both catch your attention and bring back memories. Hi, it's Bud Wilkinson. Quite recently, I was driving along Route 4 in Farmington, Connecticut, and spotted a couple of old, decaying Divco milk trucks parked at an ice cream shop. Having a bit of free time, I pulled into the parking lot and took some photos. Without even having to look, their profiles gave away the identity of the manufacturer. After checking them out, it dawned on me that back in 2017, I did a story on a couple from Bethlehem, Connecticut, who collect and restore Divco trucks. Well, they provided a bit of history. They're a throwback to the days before giant supermarkets, when milk was delivered by dairies house to house. Between 1926 and 1986, a company called Divco built trucks specifically for that purpose.
Divco stands for Detroit Industrial Vehicle Company.
George and Barbara Parmalee of Bethlehem own 3 Divco milk trucks, the centerpiece being a restored 1956 model, complete with milk crates and bottles.
It took us 5 years to go through. We didn't do it full time. I was doing excavating, so rainy days in the winter we worked on it. And then this truck's been restored 17 years ago.
Who collects Divco trucks?
It used to be just old milkmen like me, but now a lot of the younger guys are putting them, making hot rods out of them so they can drive them over the road.
They're small, but they aren't powerful. A unique feature is that the operator can drive either in a sitting or standing position.
This truck here will only do probably 44 miles an hour. That's tops. And they were geared low. They had a 514 rear end in them, and even the later ones were very, very slow. So because they were house to house, and back then when I drove them, it seemed fast enough for me, but not for today's traffic. So if somebody gets behind you, they get antsy.
Parmalee used to work on his family's dairy farm, which sold out in 1973.
Yeah, when we sold out, I was tired of them because I started driving these things when I was 16. I was the mechanic and had to work on them all the time. And then when we sold out, I was glad to see them go. And then years later, my wife and I decided that, it'd be nice to restore one. And here we go. I've had a total of 13 since. So I've sold some and rebuilt a few of them.
The Parmalee's 1956 Divco is a frame-off restoration.
I made this all original, right down to the knobs on the dash and everything. Even the springs are repainted. They're brand new, taken apart and painted and put together, so it's a frame-off.
They also own another running Divco consolidated from 3 trucks and have a 1938 model under restoration. Examine the 1956, though, and you notice some unusual features.
One of the most common questions people ask, how come 2 mirrors? The earlier trucks were stand drive only, so they only had the 1 mirror. This truck I can drive stand up or sitting down, so rather than changing the mirrors all the time, one is set up for standing up and the other one's for sitting down.
Why drive standing up?
Well, years ago, when the first trucks come out, they were stand drive only, and when they were delivering in cities, they were in and out of the truck so much that nobody wanted the seat. It was easier to stand drive, pull the emergency on, jump out the door and go. It takes a while to get used to. The first time I ever did it, I recommend closing the door because you're out of balance a lot, But once you get used to it, a lot of the older milkmen, they didn't want that seat at all. So if you were used to it, that was the big thing. And it takes a knack to get used to.
So how does it work?
What you would do is just put seat down, pick up on this, and this would fold all the way up front, out of your way. So therefore, you have access to the clutch. This is clutch and brake. Halfway down would be clutch, all the way down is brake. Now, if it's out of gear, that brake will lock and the truck will stay put. In order to jump back in to make another delivery, you put it in gear, step down, and bring it back up. This is your gas pedal, throttle. And also, if you're out of balance and can't keep it, your shifter also is a throttle. And if you're going down a hill fast and you want to slow down, you don't want to go into neutral, you pull back on this. They call this a snubber brake. This would slow you down.
Ice bags were used to keep the milk chilly while making deliveries. There was also a compartment for other dairy products.
This is called a butter box, or they would put cream and maybe a case of milk when you're at the end of the day. You would pull this lid out fill it with ice, put the lid back on, it would drip out all day long. And then they had places for, you know, the case to pull out. And this is basically in your route card where you wrote up your deliveries would be on top.
Home delivery of milk no longer exists, but thanks to the Parmaleys, milk trucks can still occasionally be seen on the road. George and Barbara Parmaley got rid of the truck featured in the story several years later, but they're still collecting. They currently have 3 Divco trucks, including a 1939 model that has now been restored and it's on its way to be painted. Now, why revive the story now? Well, it was 100 years ago in 1926 that Divco began. That's Ride Connecticut. I'm Bud Wilkinson.